Hi y'all, I'm Melody and welcome to my channel where I discuss fragrances. Today I want to share with you some fragrances that I think are a really great steal that you can get at your local drugstore. So if you're interested, keep watching. So I was in CVS and I was running in there to look at something else when I stumbled across these fragrances by Perfect Scents. They're inspired by fragrances. They also go by Instyle online. But they're about $10 to $12 for 2.5 fluid ounces. And they come in this sleek, kind of slim little bottle. My first thought for these was they would make a perfect stocking stuffer because they're slim and you could just pop them in. And for the price, I think it's a great deal. Now, most of the fragrances that I saw there were like more of your classic fragrances from the 80s and 90s. So they have Opium, they have J'adore, there was Cashmere Mist, Chanel No. 5, Calvin Klein Eternity, just so many fragrances. However, I grabbed just a few for my girls. I'm gonna give them to them, but I wanted to test them out and I wanted to share them with all of you. So I got Angel. This is a fragrance that I believe it's from the 90s and is quite polarizing. I am one of those people who I'm more of a alien girl than an angel girl, but I have a daughter who really loves the star bottle, and so she'll always spray an angel on, and she seems to like it. They also have Flower Bomb, which is newer. It's more modern than a lot of the fragrances that they had, but it is already like a classic. And so I found Flower Bomb, and this is what surprised me the most is they have Ari. They don't have too many newer kind of fragrances like this, so it's interesting of all of them that this would be one that they would make a dupe of. So each of those bottles comes in a 2.5 fluid ounce, and all of the bottles look exactly the same. They just have a different color on them. And I've tested them out already. I don't want to spray too much because I'm going to give them as gifts to my daughters, but they are pretty accurate. I would say I've only tested Ari maybe once or twice, and I found this one to be probably 75% accurate. I've worn Flower Bomb several more times. This one is very much like Flower Bomb. I would say this is probably closer to 90%. It just opens a little bit fresher, but it doesn't last as long. These all lasted about 4 to 5 hours, so I think for a $12 fragrance, I think that's a great price. Now with Angel, I had mentioned I don't really care for this fragrance, but I do think it's very accurate to the actual fragrance itself. To me, there's just too much going on in Angel, so I do think this one is actually very accurate, and I would say that they're all quite accurate. I had tested a lot of them in the stores. They have testers. I think I forgot to mention, you can get these at CVS. I've seen them at Walgreens, and you can also purchase them online. You can even get them on Amazon. I mean, you can get basically anything on Amazon, but they're a bit more expensive on Amazon. But if you go to their website, Instyle Fragrances, they have an even larger selection online. So I'll leave that down in the description below. There were a bunch of fragrances. In fact, I exchanged Daisy for Angel, so I felt like Daisy was almost spot on. One of my girls really loves Daisy, and so I brought it home and I was testing them out, and my box must have been really old. It was the only one on the shelf, and it was kind of tucked behind some stuff, so I picked that one up, but when I smelled it, it had gone off. So unfortunately I had to exchange that, and I got Angel instead, but I know she'll still really enjoy it. They also offer these little EDT roller balls. There were several of them, but the one that like piqued my interest was this Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. It's the only Jo Malone fragrance. I'm not the biggest fan of rollerballs, but everybody talks about wood sage and sea salt so much that I really want to test it out. And this was after testing these and seeing how accurate they were. I felt like this would be a good bet. I do like it. I am not like the biggest fan, nor am I like the biggest fan of Jo Malone fragrances in general. They don't particularly wow me, so getting something that was similar for such a good deal I thought was pretty cool. So I'm actually going to just pop this in my own stocking. I just thought these were such a good find. I think they'd make a great little gift, especially if you're gifting something small to maybe your children, or perhaps someone else that you know who loves more of a like a classic fragrance. I would say a lot of fragrances they have are some more some older ones, not super old, but they have like Calvin Klein's Euphoria, Estée Lauder's Beautiful. They have Estée Lauder's Pleasures. They've got Juicy Couture, White Diamonds, but they only have a small selection of more of the modern fragrances. They do have Light Blue, Marc Jacobs Daisy, Burberry Brit. They have La Vie Belle, Victoria's Secret's Bombshell, Clinique Happy. So there's a huge selection, and they vary in price from $10 to $12 depending on the size of them. But I think that they all smell quite lovely. I haven't tested all of them and compared them side by side, but I do think that they might be just a nice little gift for someone, or if you're interested in picking up a fragrance for yourself but you don't want to spend a bunch of money and you're just trying to test out a new fragrance, this might be a good way to go. So I will put down in the description the link to their website, but you can also just like stop in at your local drugstore and they should have a shelf with all of them and you can test out a lot of them. They have several roller balls. They have the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. They also have Prada Candy, CK1, Cashmere Mist, Light Blue, Ari, and Angel. Those are all $10. And I also think those would make a really great gift as well. So if you were interested in any of those, I'll have that linked down below. But I just want to pop in and share this little bit with you. I apologize. I'm trying to make these videos for the holidays while I'm gone, and I'm just getting over a cold. So there's lots of editing and stuff I'll have to do to take out all of the coughing and stuff. But I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like. If you've tried any of these fragrances and you want to share your thoughts with me, I'd love to hear them down below. I really hope you have a blessed holiday season, and I hope you get to spend time with your friends and family. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.